What is going on, everybody? Shadow here with another episode of Shadowcast Top 10 Videos. Today I am along with my best friend Blakk.
What's up? What's up?
In top 10 videos we're going over today are the top 10 Mandela effects. So before we get started with the top 10, we're going to tell you guys two Mandela effect examples that we didn't make the top 10 cut, but we think are still like good enough to go into that. And first up we have Blakk Oak's. Let's go.
Alright, so the first one is Cheezit or Cheezits. You know those deliciously addicting cheesy baked snacks? The name of the brand is Cheezit without the Z.
I'm sorry, what? What?
See, I thought it was Cheezits.
Me too!
My whole life. I remember the Z.
Me too! I do too!
Remember a Cheezit. I don't remember
Cheezit sounds like it's just like one cracker, not like the whole box. Yeah. That's probably where we get the Cheez-Its from, because we're trying to say Cheez-Its as in plural. I bet that's why everyone says like that.
I don't know.
I mean, think about it. It makes sense. Because the what it's sounds like a plural version of Cheez-It.
But that's plural. That's not.
I know, but
about the brand.
Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is the snack itself is called Cheez-It. But if you think about multiple of them at the same time, you'd be calling them Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
So it might be why people were calling it that, because they were thinking of them as multiple, as the entire box as a whole, rather than just one cracker.
Most likely.
Right. It kind of makes sense. Okay, mine is going to be going. Okay, I'm going to go all here to right here. Right here. Okay, so this one actually confused me a lot, and it's this one here. Corella's last name. If you're a lover of Disney movies and dogs, chances are you've seen the 1960s hit 101 Dalmatians. And even though there's a song about Corella, it's a common misconception that her last name is spelled DeVille, D-E-V-I-L-L-E, instead of DeVille with D-E-V-I-L, which is quite fitting for this particular Disney villain. Now, being a Disney fan, which I am a big Disney fan, I could have sworn I watched this as a kid when I was younger on VHS. Let me remind you, I watched this on VHS. I could have sworn it was spelled D-E-V-I-L. Like on the back of her maybe because I was thinking on the back of her little car she drove around. The back of the car was the last one. The back of the car was D-E-V-I-L. I'll even put a picture up because this is gonna be edited. I'll put a picture up on the screen, somewhere on the screen, showing it, and hopefully I'll get that right. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. If not, I will do a little voiceover with that and apologize for me being wrong. Anyway, guys, so on to the actual top 10 with Michael. You go with this one.
Okay, on to the number 10, the Ford logo. Do you remember the curly wave at the end of the F in the Ford logo?
Honestly,
if you don't, chances are you aren't alone. However, in reality, the little flare has been part of the original logo since the 1990s.
Honestly, I don't remember that. I always thought it was a top one.
Yeah. I don't remember a little flare.
I remember it on the O, not the F. Yeah. That's how I've always remembered it.
Thoughts. Alright, your turn.
And yeah. Okay. Okay, so at number 9 we have the Sinbad Genie movie doesn't exist. If you need further proof that the 90s were a weird decade in history, check this out, our Mandela effect example. People swear that there was a Genie movie starring comedian Sinbad. However, it was never made. think they may be getting confused with the film Kazam, starring basketball player Shaquille O'Neal, which, in fact, I have actually seen this movie. And it's not a bad movie, actually. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But be honest, I've never actually watched any kind of Sinbad movies. I think I've watched a few of his, but not a whole lot. I mean, he's not very popular in the new in this like decade nowadays. Like in this in this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe back then I would have watched more of his movies, but nowadays he's just he's just another actor.
Yeah. All right. On with number 8. Darth Vader doesn't say, "Luke, I am your father." Luke, I am your father is probably one of the greatest misremembered lines in Star Wars. However, the line is simply, "No, I am your father."
Uh,
That actually, I don't think that's true in my opinion. I haven't watched the movie in a while,
I know,
but I
me too.
specifically remember hearing Luke, "I am your
Me
father."
too, me too. Everyone does. Everyone does.
If you watched Tommy Boy, starring Chris Farley and David Spade, there was a scene where Chris Farley was in his own office with a glove on, and he was sitting in front of a fan, and he said, "Luke, Luke, I am your father." So that's just even more proof that
Maybe even they thought they said Luke, I'm your father.
I don't know. That's crazy, bro.
but no, it's on to number 7 with Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar wins. Despite winning his first Oscar award in 2016 for his role in The Revenant, many people believe that he won this for his other films like Titanic and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Be honestly,
Those are actually pretty good movies.
I know. Be honestly, I've only seen Titanic once, and I've seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape twice. I've never heard of The Revenant.
Me neither.
I've seen the other two though, but the other two are really good. Like you say, they're really good movies.
Yeah, Titanic and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Those are really good movies.
Yeah, Titanic though, I don't really do like those kind of movies like Titanic and all that stuff. They're not my type of movies.
I do.
I like them, just not my genre of movies.
Yeah. All right, on with number 6, Pikachu's tail. Some 90s kids clearly remember black detailing on the Pokemon character's tail. However, in reality, it's just yellow.
Okay, so as a Pokemon fan, you guys know I'm a Pokemon fan. I will tell you guys that there is black on Pikachu's tail. However, it's not where most people think it is. It's like, so if you think of that Pikachu and you look at the back Pikachu, back when Pikachu was first starting out, there was a little bit of black, like starting from where the tail and the butt of Pikachu. And I'm saying yes, I said butt. Laugh now. Get the laugh out. All you young people out there, immature. Yeah, the immature people out there. Right there at that little tip, there is a bit of black right before the brown, and it goes from black to brown to the yellow, and all you see is yellow when you see him mostly. But if you look closely when he's turned around and you pause it just right, you do see a little bit of black in the original shows. And I remember this because I already had the first season on DVD, so I've seen them a lot. So I do remember this, and also if you think about it, Pichu's tail also has black in it.
Really?
Yeah, Pichu's tail. I think Pichu's tail is actually black. Let me look that up. I can't look it up because
his
I'll
tail is yellow.
Pichu?
I just specifically remember a black stripe in the middle or near the top of his tail.
I don't know about the stripe. I should know Pichu's tail is black, I believe. His baby form.
Oh.
But anyways, guys, on to number 5. With this one, I see it makes sense because I was telling you, I believe this one it makes some sense. The Monopoly Man. I cannot freaking talk today. The Monopoly Man does not have a monocle. Perhaps people are confusing I cannot talk today. Perhaps people are confusing him with Mr. Peanut, the Planters Peanut mascot, who also wears a top hat and carries around a cane like the Monopoly Man. But there are a number of concerned citizens who can't seem to grasp how the Monopoly Man is monocleless when they distinctly remember him wearing one.
I do remember him.
I do remember him wearing one in one of the Monopoly games.
Had a monocle.
I do remember wearing him at
Double Tom. Do you remember the Monopoly Man having a monocle? Yeah. See?
Yeah, I do too.
Apparently he doesn't. He's never had.
Apparently not, and I do too.
It's a part of the Mandela effect, yeah. Apparently he's never had a monocle. No, he's never had one. Then how? I don't know, but apparently he's never had one.
You know this. Okay, fun fact, guys. This also has to do with the whole parallel universe type thing, where like say that Mandela effects can also be caused with parallel universes. Being as though another parallel universe is kind of like the multiverse in Flash, how same person can have two different jobs.
Yeah.
It's the same thing right here, where in one universe he doesn't have one, which is the universe we're living in, but maybe a while back we were in a whole nother universe and he did have one. I mean, it's that. I mean, somebody the other day talked about that on TikTok. I'm like, wait, what? And it does make sense. Exactly. It does make sense. It makes sense that maybe we were in a parallel universe.
I don't know.
I mean it too. They even show pictures of it somewhere where it shows him with a monocle, but and they could be just photoshopped in. But I mean, and it doesn't even make sense for him to wear a monocle. He looks British. He looks like a British old man. Exactly.
He's a fancy old man. Fancy old men wear monocles.
Yes, exactly. So next one, actually, buddy, I'm glad you did this one, buddy, because the next one's something I think you would actually get into.
Actually, believe it or not, there's only one song I listen to them that I actually like. The other are trash, in my opinion. But
okay. But you know what I mean, like you'll know these songs.
All right, so number 4, legendary rock band Queen's song "We Are the Champions" is usually heard at every Triumph sports moment, but it ends a lot different than most people can recall. Some people swore that singer Freddie Mercury belt out the lyrics of the world at the end, but in reality, the original recording simply ends with "No time for losers," because we are the champions. So,
be honestly, even I thought the same thing of this right here, because
I do remember that.
Me too. Every time I sing it, like just playing around, I would always say "of the world." Me too. It makes me want to listen to it right now, but I don't want to get copyrighted.
I have not listened to that song.
I know. It makes me want to listen to it right now, but I don't want to get copyrighted.
Bro, legit, I remember the ending. No time for losers because we are the champions, and then it just faded out. That's exactly how I remember it. So I wouldn't necessarily call this Mandela effect, in my opinion. But yeah, on to number 3. Go.
Okay, number 3, and this one right here, it's actually one that I've actually never seen the show, but I'm gonna talk about anyways.
Me neither. But I remember the name.
Yes, me too.
That it says it's not is Cap. Go ahead.
The famous HBO show isn't Sex in the City. So the correct name of the show is Sex in the City. But people have sworn they've seen legitimate merchandise with the show name spelled otherwise. Which is so true. Though I can see why they may misjudge this, because with in and they both, if pronounced in a certain way, they do sound similar.
Yeah.
So I can see why people might get these two confused.
Mm,
But I can.
I mean, I
I
guess
can.
I could see how, but I specifically remember it being called Sex in the City.
Me too. Me too. I do too.
But
I've never seen it, but I've seen trailers. I've seen like merchandise. I've seen all that stuff. I'm like, you sure? At number 2, we have Go On Black Oak.
Oscar Mayer versus Oscar Mayer. You know the jingle. I've, in my opinion, I've never heard of this jingle in my life, but it says, "My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. However, spelled out, your baloney's second name is under scrutiny. Some people insist the second lyric of the famous jingle, Mayer, is spelled with an E instead of an A. I don't know
Be
if
honestly,
it's pronounced Mayer or Meyer.
it's Meyer. Both it's pronounced Meyer, but
Oh.
yeah, I do it with an A. I actually do. I've never heard it spelled with an E.
I remember it spelled with an E, in my opinion. I mean, like,
But then again, I really don't look at it that. I don't look at my brand names that much. So I mean, maybe I should didn't start looking until like recently when I started buying more like meat and all that stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, nowadays I do see it known as Maya with an A. So on to the number 1 spot. We have Jif versus Jiffy.
It's Jiffy. There's no way it's just Jif. It's Jiffy. There's no way.
Even though the name of your favorite peanut butter doesn't quite matter, when you're biting down into delightful PB&J, some people swear that the peanut butter was actually named Jiffy and not just Jif. Speculators think that people may be getting it confused with the competing brand Skippy.
No, it's Jiffy peanut butter.
It's Jif.
It's Jiffy.
Jif is one of the main brands we buy at this house. I'm not joking.
Jiffy. You can't tell me any different.
Oh, I'm so captioning that right there. What you just said.
It's Jiffy. Don't tell me no Diffy.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, guys, that was the top 10 Mandela effect samples. If you guys see me do any more of these top 10 videos with Blakk Oakk, or if you want to see him do any top 10 videos by himself, hit the like button of the video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out my main channel. Go check out my TikToks, and good. Bye.